Hello everybody, Caden here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today we're going to be starting off the episode with something that's slightly different than usual, which is I'm in creative mode because my good friend Evlardo, the great man himself, has made me a new Spinosaurus texture for the Jurassic Craft Spinosaurus that I want to show you guys. Now, I did edit the male one slightly just because he hadn't actually made a separate skin for the male and the female, so I basically got permission to just basically change up the main color palette for it but keep the design. Anyway, these are the Suchomimus skins he has made for me, basically turning the Spinosaurus into Suchomimus. This is the original design he had, which I'm actually gonna turn my sounds down a bit because this thing's loud. But I think this looks awesome. The fact that he was actually able to get rid of the sail fully and everything. I want to see. Can we get the male one? There we go. So this is the male. This is the one I basically just edited. I just made it blue with slightly brighter yellow stripes because I felt that didn't change it too much and it still looks pretty good. But anyway, this is what I wanted to show off at the beginning of the episode because you guys, basically when I asked if you guys would want to see the Jurassic Craft Spinos, most of you said no because it looks too much like the regular Spinosaur we already have. So, I don't know. I think I might put these in now because, well, oh gosh, this is so loud. I'm thinking we're now actually going to put this in because, well, it's a brand new dinosaur, basically. You've got a brand new creature to add in. And, I mean, without the sail, I mean, yeah, it's still technically the Spinosaurus model and not a Suchomimus model, but you know what? It's cool enough, so I think we're gonna put this in the park now. Anyway, we're gonna get rid of all of that and hop back into the park. Oops, game mode 0, I don't have permission to use that command, voila. There we go, we're back in the park now. So yeah, that was the Suchomimus skin. I think we're gonna put those in. I might have to shift some things around in my plans for this series, but you know what? I mean, most of my plans for the rest of this area, we're basically just going to be working on the paths and the scenery, so you know what? I think we can take an extra episode, basically. I'll just go quickly by myself and off screen before next episode and build a Suchomimus area. Because mainly I want to see them in the park. I think those skins look really cool, and yeah, I can't wait to see these things actually in the park. It's going to be sick to have a third creature in here. Well, hopefully. Anyway, since last episode, what have I done? Oh, do I have any? Yes, I do. That is wonderful news. Basically, I kind of just got a roof on this build, and that's about all I've done since last episode. So this episode, I think, oh, those are carpenter's blocks. Most of the interior is carpenter's blocks. Okay. So, Bibliocraft. Let's see, where are the tables? I want to see how do you make the tables, because I actually like the tables for this from this mod. Slabs. I have custom NPCs on this, don't I? At custom NPCs. Can I craft these chairs? No, I cannot. See, this is what I wish. Okay, actually, people did say to get, what is the mod? Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod, and I would like to get that mod. The problem with it is a lot of this stuff is extremely expensive to build, so it's not the most practical mod. But you know what? I was gonna decorate the interior today, but I don't think we're gonna be able to because we're gonna have to get the furniture mod, so that way we can actually put stuff in there. So I guess until then, we're just gonna throw everything in here. Well, actually, you know what? You know what we'll do? We will work on building some pathways instead, because pathways are... oh gosh, I'm dying. I'm done dying of coughing again. Yeah, we do need to finish up the pathways around here, basically just because, I don't know, paths are necessary, I guess. For some reason, and I still can't figure this out, guys, people want to walk around. It's confusing me, but it's weird, but, you know, something we gotta put in the park, something we gotta do. Actually, did I go over this? No, I didn't go over this last episode because I hadn't made the schedule until that night after I'd uploaded. Okay, so actually before we go work on some pathways, I want to go mention something that I mentioned in the wildlife park episode from yesterday, and that is the destruction of the park, which is basically the quickest way to say it. Basically, I'm going to be tearing out a lot, basically from here to there, and probably actually everything except for maybe the Ceratosaurus and Chenini Falls and probably the visitor center. Actually, I think the raptors. Okay. Everything in the center of the park is most likely being torn out and remodeled, except for a few select things such as the Dinosaurs. The Dinosaurs are fine, they just need to have the fence rebuilt. But basically, I'm going to tear stuff out. This is gone. This is going to be gone. This is going to be Hypsilophodon, I believe. Yeah, I'm going to put Hypsilophodon there. Deinonychus, that exhibit's going to be gone. It'll either be replaced by scenery, or I'm thinking of maybe putting scenery in here and then just basically... I think I might actually pull I haven't really planned out the ideas. This is going to be in the next couple of episodes, but I'm just thinking now. We could kind of make that just a little bit of... We could have the pathway indent in here, come up to here instead, so the pathway goes in there, and then this could be the Deinonychus exhibit. Or, yeah, I think that would actually work better, and then maybe put something else there, like the Herrerasaurs. Tunnels staying, laboratory staying, but this is going, Pachycephalosaurus are going. Therizinosaurs are definitely going. I think I'm actually going to put a building in where the Therizinosaurs were, possibly a gift shop or something. I was thinking of some sort of food court until I realized again that the nearest cafe/food court is in the Chenini Falls area, and that's not that far from here, so we don't really need another food area. And what else was I planning on doing? So I'm taking out most of the pathways up here. Basically because I don't like that they're so rigid and straight. They need to be a bit more fluid, kind of like what we've been doing with wildlife, the zoo, and basically over in the falls. Also, this area is going to be somewhat going. I'm going to basically change up. As much as I love this elevated pathway here, I'm going to remove probably most of this. Maybe I might just be keeping this section here. It's going to be expanded out to most likely include parts of that. And it will just be Brachiosaurus and Stegosaurus. The Parasaurolophus and Ankylosaurs will be going down over there somewhere, I think. Yeah. So I basically, yeah, we're gonna head over to the Chenini Falls to go work on the pathways now. But anyway, the reason I'm doing this is because after working on the zoo a little bit, and then basically just looking over the park over the break, and looking at some of my friends who do videos, I kind of realized that this park is much more, I guess you could say, smushed together than it needs to be. I don't want something as, if any of you were there for the last season of Dinosaurs or have watched season 4, you'll know what I'm talking about, how that park was really, really vast, at least for my standards. I've seen some parks on YouTube that are much larger than that, but I don't want something that big, but I want something a little bit less squished than this. Because, I mean, that's kind of like why I like this little Spinosaur area back here, is that it's not squished into all the rest of the dinosaurs. Yeah, we got the little hookup to the Ceratosaurus, not the Spinosaurus. We got a little connection to the Ceratosaur area here, but you can't really tell, honestly. It's like its own little world, and I want to do more of that in the park, because I think that would actually look really cool. So yeah, that's mostly what we're going to be doing after we're done with this area. It's going to be a lot of basically just destroying and rebuilding the park to be much more spread out and, well, make it fit together a lot more. Have it make sense why certain dinosaurs in certain areas, not just we have Pachycephalosaurus next to Dinosaurs, except now that we have Jurassic Craft, why not have Hypsilophodon next to it? Or why would we have Deinonychus on one side of the fence and then have the Velociraptors on the other, and a lot of other things. So basically it's just going to be kind of reorganizing the park to make a lot more sense. Kind of like the Therizinosaurs. Their exhibit placement I don't think makes a ton of sense, because you've got the Deinonychus on one side, not Deinonychus, oh, I need a pickaxe. You've got the medium-sized herbivores on carnivores on one side, and then the mini herbivores on the other. And then the large herbivores where it fits are on the other side of the park, so yeah, that's probably what we're going to be doing a lot of in the next couple of episodes, basically just tearing out the park a bit and making it fit more, getting more exhibits like this that don't necessarily have the most defined shape in the world, that, you know, you got your like pathway and stuff, but then the rest of the exhibit's kind of fluid. And I like that the Spinosaur... Oh, that's the... Oh, I think our female Spinosaur fully grew up. That's cool. I forgot, I was like, wait, one of them actually came up onto land, but no, that's just because I dragged it onto land for a thumbnail. And it's peaceful. Yep. That was from last episode, or not last episode, last video. Did I put Spinosaurus meat? Yep, okay, so that's from me testing the Spinosaurus out and seeing if it was working. Look, I got brown. That's good. Let's see. There we go. Let's look real quick. And we should be good. So I was originally planning on working on the cafe this episode. I think we'll do that next episode and probably in between episodes. Because, yeah, the next episode's not actually going to be until Monday, I think. Because, basically, for those of you who don't know, I should really make a video that's a bit more, setting this up a bit more. There are no longer going to be Fridays Dinos episodes unless all the other series I try out completely fail. Reason is, as much as I love dinos, I want to do some other things on the channel because although dinos is cool, I want to kind of spread out a bit. We're going to try out a couple of games on Friday. You guys will see them when they get here, but yeah, I'm hoping it works out well, that you guys enjoy the new content. I think it's going to be really cool to see some other games on the channel. And some of them are games you guys have been suggesting before, and ones I've even played on here before. So yeah, nothing completely new, but some good content. Some good content indeed, I believe. Let's see. Nope. Stairs. I hate working with stairs in this game. Wait a second, that shouldn't have gone into my inventory. Please don't fall. You're dead to me. You're dead to me, stair. You're dead to me. There we go. I hate building these pathways. They look so exciting. That's one of the hard things for me, at least with the pathways, is trying to find one that's, well, nice looking, but not super duper complicated and resource intensive, and, you know, takes so many resources that you can only build like a few feet of pathway at a time. Because, I mean, I want to be able to make at least a tiny bit of like a full pathway each time I try and make it. That sentence really didn't make much sense, but you know what? Who cares? Who cares? Oh yeah, so in the last video, not of this, but last video on the channel, which was the zoo series, if you haven't checked it out, I would definitely suggest checking it out. We built a little bit of a Asian elephant exhibit, and it's giving me some ideas for, well, some of the new exhibits we're going to be building in this park, and then basically for next season, because believe it or not, I'm already planning that out. Well, not much, but I've somewhat planned it out. Basically, I'm thinking we're going to have biomes aplenty for the next season, mainly because I really like some of the trees in that mod, and it's giving me some good ideas for dinosaur-themed exhibits. And how many Sarcos did I even hatch? Are you gonna be able to get up on the land? Oh. Well, that was not my finest moment. I'm just like, oh, creeper. Should I really extend this out? Ooh, I could put a viewing platform up there. The problem with that is there's a lot of trees right there, so it doesn't really make it the most practical viewing area that I could make. I don't know. Actually, no, I don't have torches. I'll get those some other time and light that area up. And now we can actually just go across this bridge. I gotta plan out the whole new Suchomimus enclosure, but I think it's going to be what I was talking about in the previous video, where the new path's gonna come up to here, so there'll be a bit of scenery, and then the Suchomimus will be somewhat on the same level as the visitors, so it's not gonna be dug into the ground away from the visitors like the Spino and stuff, and Spinos and Sarcos are. Yeah. I think that'll work quite well. I'd love to get a male and a female because, well, it'd be cool to have both textures, but we'll see. We will see, indeed. Anyway, I think we're going to end today's episode here, mainly just because it's really late to record because I had archery, like I mentioned in like every Wednesday episode, and I basically just forgot I had that today because I've been out of school for 2 weeks. I love that bridge. I need to do more bridges because bridges are pretty cool indeed. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna end today's episode off here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this shorter little episode. Tomorrow we're probably, not tomorrow, next episode, which should be Monday. Yeah, actually, since I have a good long break in between episodes, I should be able to almost have the Suchomimus exhibit done by then. And maybe the cafe as well. Anyway, thank you all again for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and until next time, guys, see ya.